Hey, Carl here with more of a good evening Portugal rather than a good morning Portugal. Great to be here. And only briefly tonight, I just want to do something a little bit new and different, a new possible feature that may gather ground depending on how many people want to contribute. We're very grateful to Andy so far in the Bairrada district, as you'll find out in just a moment, and more recently, Trevor. So let me bring onto the screen the place you need to go to find out all about these wonderful events and listings that are happening here in Portugal. Expatsportugal.com. As you might expect, calendar what on. So let's bring onto the screen those lovely events, mostly placed here by Andy in the Bairrada district. He's a seasoned expat, lives up there in that wonderful part of the country, famous for its suckling pig and red fizz. And I'm going to go through a few of the listings that Andy's put there. And maybe there's some Lisboeta listings as well from Trevor, who was attempting to add to the collection of lovely events that we've got this weekend, certainly, and some of the events that have a longer time life and time span. So let me put a better, more comfortable background there. Oh, yeah, okay, that's a bit better, isn't it? And if I bring it onto the screen for you now, or do it this way, look. That's better, isn't it? More of it on the screen for you there. So let me have a look myself and see what's happening this weekend here in Portugal. Well, it started on July the 2nd. This has been going pretty much all month now in Agada, the most amazing. The Agada is the place that's famous for its umbrellas, a very colourful, artistic place. And you'll see here until July the 24th, we have the Agitagada, big, fantastic festival. From June the 11th, you'll also see on the screen here the Douro Historical Steam Train, and that's running all the way through to pretty much to the winter. October the 29th. And what a wonderful journey that'll be. Let's have a quick look at see if we've got some photos there. We've got a big close-up of a steam train, and the journey follows the banks of the River Douro. How good is that? Saturdays and Sundays that you can enjoy that. Let's go back to the main listings page then. And you'll see here, look, we've got Rockin' P. Oh, this is Paredes de Bairro in Anadia. That's after the listing for Agitagada, which runs until July the 24th. They're Rockin' Paredes de Bairrada. São Tomé there. Thank you very much. That's one of Andy's, I suspect. Folk Ancash. Ancash is near Anadia as well. So you're seeing a lot of Bairrada flavors here, not just the suckling pig and the red fizz, but life in the Bairrada region. That's between Coimbra and Aveiro, basically, and it is the Aveiro district. If we go to Vagueira Beach, Vagos, the July summer fun events, and a whole load of them there. If we zoom into that for just a moment, you can see so many wonderful things that get put on by municipalities and town halls here in Portugal. So what goes on in Vagos stays in Vagos there, as you can see. Programa Julio from July the 12th to July the 31st. Please, as you can see on the screen there, go to that link, add your listings as well, and it'll be great to see things happening in your part of the country as well. If you're watching from abroad, this will also give you a great flavour of what goes on. Oh, yes, looking at sardines. I know that in Salado de Porto, the Sardinia Festival has started tonight and goes on all weekend as well. You can, of course, see that Good Morning Portugal happens every weekday morning. It says between 9 and 10, actually between 8:30 and 10 most mornings, and often we go past 10 o'clock as well. Festival of the Canals, you would, of course, expect that to be in Aveiro there. Some nice artwork. The canals of Aveiro and the festival thereof from July the 14th to July 24th. So that's underway. July 14th to 17th. In the middle of that too, Festival de Sardinia, Revaldo de Costa Nova. Costa Nova, a great place to go in the Aveiro district. The candy stripe buildings and the great iconic lighthouse that you see, Farol there. That was last night's entertainment. That's also actually publishing now. That's premiering now, I believe, over on our YouTube channel, the Expert Tips for Buying and Renting Property in Portugal. We always have a webinar on a Thursday evening. Every Thursday of every month, we have a webinar. Last night's was Sabika Ana Caramujo joining us with those expert tips for buying and renting property in Portugal. Look at this one. This is brilliant. Thank you, Andy, for doing this. This is where my dog Jimmy Choo was born. Again, lovely little town. I've heard it described as one of the most romantic villages of the Bairrada region. From the 15th and starting tonight until the 19th, you got DJ White Beats and DJ Pedro Moniz on to lots of DJ action there. DJs Massage and Braulio and DJ Tieda and Gabriela on the final night of that with the band The Yankees. Lots of live acts and lots of DJs there, supported by all the businesses, as you can see. Come and visit the birthplace of Jimmy. The Prince of the Munson household has his very own festival in his hometown of Joaquin in the gorgeous Bairrada. There will be processions, bands, fireworks, and odes in his honor. The dog is asking me a question, and I have no answer. He dashes through the countryside and asks me wordlessly, and his eyes are two moist question marks, two wet inquiring flames. But I didn't know Andy was a poet as well. But I do not answer because I haven't got the answer. I have nothing to say. Dog and man, together we roam the open countryside. Leaves shine as if someone had kissed them one by one. Orange trees rise up from the earth, raising minute planetariums in trees that are as rounded and green as the night. While we roam together, dog and man, sniffling everything. That's the dog, not me. Jostling clover in the countryside of Portugal, cradled by the bright fingers of September. The dog makes stops, chases bees, leaps over restless water, listens to far-off barking, pees on a rock, of course, and presents me the tip of his snout as if it were a gift. It is the freshness of his love, his message of love, and he asked me with both eyes, why is it daytime? Why does night always fall? Why does spring bring nothing in its basket for wandering dogs but useless flowers, flowers and more flowers? Look at this. This is amazing. This is how the dog asks questions, and I do not reply. Together we roam, man and dog, bound together again by the bright green morning, by the provocative, empty solitude in which we alone exist. This union of dog and dew, or poet and woods, for these two companions, for these two fellow hunters, there is no lurking fowl or secret berry, but only birdsong and sweet smells. A world moistened by night's distillations, a green tunnel, and then a meadow, a gust of orangey air, the murmurings of roots, life on the move, breathing and growing. And the ancient friendship, the joy of being dog or being man, fused in a single beast that pads along on 6 feet, wagging its dew-wet tail. By the pen of the magpie, the one cheeky orange. Now, I think that's Andy who's written that. What a lovely surprise in among the listings there in Aguin, the festival in honor of Jimmy Choo. Not really, but we're co-opting it anyway. That's fantastic, Andy. Thank you for that. Beat that, Trevor, with your Lisboa listings. Let's have a look. Has anyone joined us tonight? I know over on the Man Cave channel, there's some action. And we'll have a quick look at that before we go. It's the Man Cave-versary. Andy Gilchrist, Lord Gilchrist, and a bunch of other reprobates took over the Man Cave from its expats Portugal, Good Morning Portugal home, and have been running it successfully for a year. So I might go and join them in a little while. Okay, back to the events listings then. 15th tonight, of course, Bairrada de Villarinho Festival, and that's in the Aveiro district as well. These posters are great, aren't they? Something happening tonight, tomorrow, all over the weekend, and finishing on the 19th there as well. See all of these on our events page. Tomorrow, Vila Nova de Mansoros. That's another place I remember going to in Aveiro. Suckling Pig and the bubbly of the region. Lots of fun activities to join in there. Thanks again, Andy. And July 16th, again, tomorrow, the historic Vuga train is set to roll down the only narrow gauge line in operation in Portugal. The historic Vuga train back for the summer of 2022. I've got to have a look at this locomotive. 35 euros. Children, 20 euros between 4 and 12. I guess under 4s are free. Look at that. You can go on a narrow gauge railway, the Vuga line. It's a lovely part of Portugal, the Vuga district. That's the name of a river, I think, as well, isn't it? Lovely, lovely part of the country. Go check that out until the 15th of October. Oh, what's this now? The Goish Motor Club as well. That's happening from August. Looking further forward now, August 17th to August the 21st. The Goish Motorbike Show. That's legendary stuff around Portugal. But look, I've missed loads. This is incredible, isn't it? I've somehow fast forwarded to August there. We have the Vargos Metal Fest coming up at the end of the month, and loads of other things I've missed. Let me scroll through these, give you an idea what's coming for the rest of the month and the rest of the year. Won't go into too much detail because you can have a look for yourself. But look how many Andy has put up on our site for us. So the Vuga there, the Moustache, I don't know what this is about, but something to do with Moustache Bastards in Passos de Ferreira, I beg your pardon. And that would be, I guess that's going to be in the Bairrada region as well. That one looks a little bit specialist to me. Check it out for yourself. Festas Águas Boas, the good waters of Oliveira do Bairro. Great to go visit. It's a really underrated part of the country. 16th and 17th this weekend, of course. On Sunday, Feria de Antiguidades, the Antiques Fair, an old stuff flea market at the Alcobaça Monastery. I'm guessing that isn't one of Andy's. That might be Pam from our Ask Our Expats team there. Thank you, whoever put that up there. The flea market is happening, Alcobaça Monastery, this coming Sunday. Looking forward then to next week. Next Saturday, you've got that great big Festa da Vila de Ansa in the Coimbra district there. Melhada has something also on the 22nd, as does Viva Malhapão. Look at this, so many things happening. Festa season well and truly back here in Portugal. And from July 23rd, Saturday, that'll be São Tomé Santiago, the Feiteira Festival. Forgive any mispronunciations there in Oliveira do Bairro. The motor, ped, scooter, bike, ride out, breakfast, lunch, and entertainment. That's happening in Vagos there. They like their bikes up in the Aveiro district. Actually, they do all over Portugal, but I think there seems to be a lot of action, motorbiking action happening there. The Aveiro Flea Market, Antiques and Flea Market in the city of Aveiro there, I think. Aveiro Feira das Velharias, fourth Sunday of every month on the banks of the canal. That looks like fun. That's worth going to Aveiro for. That'll make a good weekend to go on Saturday the 23rd and Sunday the 24th. Then the Expo Fakik Cantanheda Mahusive event. Great big expo there. A chance to visit Cantanheda in the Coimbra district, just bordering the Aveiro district. Vagos Metal Fest for all you metal heads. Some music to enjoy there. Look at that lineup of bands there. Quite incredible. Festas de Bordeaux as well, July 28th to August the 2nd there. More live music by the look of it. Classical music, if you prefer something a little bit more serene and sedate. Luso, great town to visit. Luso, Busaco's Classical Fest. And that's in Luso there. So you could go visit the Busaco Palace and see Luso as well, where the famous Portuguese water comes from. Sunday 31st then, just closing out the month for events. I mean, there is all sorts going all over Portugal. Please post them on our events page. 5K walk, 15K run near Águeda by the lake. Caminhar pela natureza. And these are the sort of places where you get a free T-shirt with your entrance fee. Sounds like a lot of fun there, a bit of a fun run, I think, rather than anything too serious. First Thursday of August, we'll be chat with our members about moving to Portugal. And as you can see, loads more festival, bicycling, motorbiking action on Saturday the 6th there. COD Festival, Festival do Bacalhau in the Gafanha de Nazaré. That's at I think that's probably near the museum, isn't it? Near the Nautical Museum there. A Festival Onda de Nazaré as well, August the 12th. The Goish Motorbike Show that I mentioned before. Nature Trail, Oliveira do Bairro at the end of August there. So lots of things to see. Blessing of the Helmets coming up, of course. Yes, really. The Benção dos Capacetes of the Blessing of the Helmets at Fatima in Portugal. If you're a biker, another thing for the attention of bikers, if you want to have your helmet blessed, please pop along to Fatima on September the 18th. Let's have a quick look at, imagine there's a few rascals in the man cave who would like to have their helmets blessed. Let's see what they're doing. I can't possibly share with you the soundtrack of this, but let me see. I'll show you the Mancaversary, which is happening right now over on their channel, and I think I might go and join them in a little while. Let me see if there's anything that I can share here without too much risk of offense. They don't hold back on the man cave. So let's see if that can be added. There they are. I think you'll see them all on the screen in just a moment if this streams through. But thank you for tuning in. Just a short live stream tonight to share with you the wonderful bounty of events.
Oh no,
I've got to turn them down.
Are you in your speedos right now?
Nice. Oh, hold on a minute. No. Let me just.
So I can't imagine.
How can I turn that? Yeah, that was close. I don't think you heard anything untoward there, but you can see there's a few of them on the screen there at the man cave. I think Garvo's in there, one of the originals. I'm seeing Nunu, our insurance guy, in there as well. Quite amazing. So don't have too close a look at the comments there. They could be offensive, but that's how they roll at the man cave. So that's happening right now live on Man Cave Reloaded, I think, or Portuglish, the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do add your events if you're here in Portugal, or if you know about something in Portugal, even if you're not here, maybe share that for other people's benefit. expatsportugal.com, calendar-what's-on. Please do add those and stay tuned there to find out what's going on all over Portugal. And I'll endeavor to do this ahead of the weekend so you can see what's happening and a few highlights to come later on in the year as well. Let's see who's left a comment. Is this man cave only? No, not at all. This isn't actually anything to do with the man cave, Jennifer. I was just having a quick preview of what's going on over there. Glaucio D, aren't you supposed to be at the Man Cave? Yes, I am. But this was very important. Andy's been working so hard to get those events up online. I thought it was very important to feature those. And I know there are some coming from Lisbon, thanks to Trevor and Shannon as well. Owen, good evening to you. Hello, mate. Are we going to be popping over to the Man Cave in a little while? I think we've got that new fellow on there at the moment as well. Let's have a quick look. What a great idea. Thank you very much for that, Louise. I imagine you'll be coming across a few events. And we always say, don't we, how is it that people don't advertise what's going on in Portugal? The Portuguese are quite not marketing averse, but everything happens word of mouth here. So when you're a stranger, a foreigner, and you think, this is happening in my town, I didn't even know about it. Portuguese people just tell each other. They don't feel the need to print flyers or put up too many posters. They know it's happening, but we don't, and hence this idea to have an events listing page and to tell you things about it on this live stream. Is that yeah, there he is. There's he looks like he's in a very glamorous place, and it looks like the Man Cavers are having a fine time over there. I think I'm going to go and join them now. Thank you very much for joining me, albeit briefly this evening. Have a great rest of evening, and I'll see you, of course, on Monday when we kick off the week with Gilda from EI on Migration Monday, and a few thoughts from James as well, with his thoughts from the Redwoods, his thoughts about his very own thought patterns that occur to him during the week, which I know a lot of people are finding very inspirational and helpful. So it's going to be a quite abrupt ending. There's no need for me to play the outro, is there? So I shall love you and leave you. Have a great weekend. Bon fin semana, as we say here in Portugal, and look forward to your company again soon. Thank you, Jennifer. You too. Have a great weekend.